Hi guys, today we are going to talk about PP tiles. PP tiles is basically polypropylene tile. It is a kind of a plastic only, and it is used basically for any sports where you need ball bounce. So mostly there are two kinds of surfaces. One is a hard surface where you need a ball bounce, and a soft surface where you don't need a ball bounce, like football, volleyball, and all those kind of games where you dive or where you skid or where you roll, where there is a body contact. So when there is a body contact, surface has to be very soft where a player can dive and save and all those kind of things. So what happens is those kind of surfaces are always very soft. But PP tiles is for sports like basketball. You can also play tennis on that. You can also do skating or any game where you need the ball to bounce. So I am going to talk about PP tiles. PP tiles, basically this is one of our largest selling PP tiles, which is FIBA approved. FIBA is Federation of International Basketball Association. They generally approve only tiles which has three functions. Basically, the ball bounce has to be equal to a real basketball wooden court. Second thing is that it should not slip. So it should be slip resistance. There should not be, so if you see properly, there are small dots here so that a person doesn't slip when they are playing. And third most important is there is a vacuum between the concrete flooring and top, so if somebody falls on it, they don't get hurt. So that's why these are the tiles which have been used by almost all the European countries, America, Australia. They're all playing outdoor basketball, outdoor tennis and outdoor games on this kind of tiles. Also, one more important thing is, if you see, there are holes in it, so water goes down and even after heavy rains you can start playing again. So I am going to talk about one of our largest selling range, which is called Soft Connect. It is a FIBA approved tile. Then we also have this on a cheaper version, which is lighter. Of course, this is 500 grams and this is 300 grams per tile. So this is the version which is economical for schools and for areas where you don't want to spend too much money, like children play areas and all those kind of things. And there is another range which has a cushioning in it. So if you see, there is white cushions, so you have better shock absorption on this. So this is a middle range between these three. So these are the PP tiles which we have been selling for last 5 to 7 years, and now we are introducing new range which is called TP and SCS. I will be talking about those tiles. This is a PP tile. So today I am going to speak about PP tiles. PP tiles is basically a flexible tile. How to select a PP tile? First of all, there should be expansion and contraction joints. So अगर आप देख रहे हो, every product of ours has an expansion and contraction joint. Basically summers में it always expands, and in winters a tile will always contract. So basically one of the most important things to see in a tile is expansion and contraction joints. Second most important part, if you see closely, there it has to be an anti-skid kind of a surface, so that when a person is running and all, and he doesn't fall, because it can be injurious if somebody falls, and players are most expensive part in our sports nowadays. It is not about the tile, it is about a player. So these are the two most important things in a tile which we have to see. Third is, what is the weight of the tile, whether it will shift or not. Then many other things which we have to see in a tile. Also, how many legs are there, also the weight of the tile. Also ये भी देखना होगा कि whether we have a product which is locking very well or not. These are all locked into each other, so we also have to see. And third last or the last is basically it is FIBA approved or not, because these tiles were made by Federation of Basketball Association, and they wanted to see not only the bounce, also when a person is jumping, how the product is with his legs, with his knees and ankles, whether when they are falling back from a 10 feet height or when they are dunking and all, whether the tile is, when a player is doing dunking kind of a thing on the basketball, and he falls on the surface, he should not hurt his ankles or knees. So that is one of the most important thing which FIBA checks in a tile.